Alright, hello again, peeps. Welcome back to another episode of Ice's Minecraft Adventure. This is episode 2, and today I want to kind of get situated in this world. In the last episode, we created this little starter shack, which isn't too bad compared to the other things I've built recently in my other Let's Play, which that's probably going to be the last time I mention it, because we don't want to keep talking about it. So, this is our old shack. We're going to keep it here, though, because just for novelty. I mean, it's not going to serve any purpose or anything, but maybe it will be a secret entrance to another larger base at some point. With that said, let's go out and try and find a nice place to build a house. Alright, so after having a good look around the plains biome, I have discovered that it is not flat. Plains biomes are supposed to be flat, but this one just isn't. So instead, I think we're going to build in the swamp. That will just be a really cool thing to do. So we'll take a look a little around the swamp, because I haven't actually been down here at all yet. So it should be interesting. Let's have a look around. I thought I saw a pit right here. This might be a cave system. Nope, just a lake. Plenty of food. And this is probably the perfect place right here. If we just dig out all this, then we'll have this huge area to work in, which is great. So I'm going to start cutting down these trees. Plenty of wood for who knows when. We'll need it. And while I do so, I'm going to explain to you a little bit about my plans for my main base. Now, it's going to have 3 floors, and each floor is going to be in the shape of kind of a cross. So it will be 4 wings, like a north, east, south, and west wing. And each of those wings on each floor, which will have 12 wings in all, will serve some purpose. One might be for brewing, one might be for farming, who knows? We can be creative with it. And that's kind of the plan for that. And it's going to be huge as well. We're going to have a piston elevator in the middle, a multi-floor piston elevator. It's going to take us between the 3 floors, because that's just how fancy we are. And yeah, we should probably go and get a shovel here. Let's see. Crafting table would be nice right now. It would. Let's do that. And make ourselves an iron shovel. Because, you know, iron shovels are great. And now, I think I will actually dig this dirt out off camera, and then we will see how much of a space we really have. Well, I have to say, that's a pretty decent plot of land to start out with. This is going to be where our entrance is right here, so make ourselves a door. And that should be pretty cool. Now, I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, quite honestly. Again, this Let's Play is completely open to suggestions, so if you don't think the cross idea is good, well, we probably won't get too far into it this episode, so yeah. There's our starting door. Eventually that will be replaced by a semi-hipster door that I uploaded to my channel a while ago. But that's going to be once we have tons of redstone. The first thing we want to do is create one wing. So we're just going to kind of map it out with wood. We're probably going to use lots of different blocks in it, but we're just going to start by mapping it out in wood planks. So we're going to make these wings, if you will, 7 blocks on each side, like so. Like that. And then it's going to kind of curve like this. I think that looks good. And we'll do that on the other side after. This is going to come out one more. And this is going to be the size of a wing right here, I think. That's a pretty decent size. We multiply that by 4 and stick a piston elevator in the middle. And then you have the size of my house. Yeah, I'm pretty ambitious in this Let's Play. That's just how it's going to go. We'll set this kind of scaffolding up on the other side here. Like this. And I think I got... yeah, this is correct. So now we want to kind of bring these out another few blocks. This might be a bit big. I'm not going to lie, this is going to be gigantic. But the pro of that is that we can keep expanding, and eventually, later on into the Let's Play, we're going to want space, because we're going to have so much stuff we just won't know what to do with it. So yeah, this is going to be the outline, and I'm going to consider the architecture style for a moment here. Alright, so here we're back at my starter house. I'm just going to go grab my bed here. We don't have anything in this front. Oh, plenty of coal. Okay, so yeah, I think wood is going to be the main building block of this house, but sandstone is going to be kind of a minor block, and maybe some logs as well. I like logs. I like to use them in a lot of things. They are my favorite wooden block. Of course, they're 4 times more expensive than the regular wood. Let's get rid of you here. That is amazing. That's amazing. I love to see sheep die. Now, let's head back over here, and we want to start building this up, because we can just get the scaffolding started first, and then kind of switch out some sandstone later on. So that's what we're going to do right here. We're going to build this up to about 4 blocks high, because that's how high the walls are going to be. And yeah, that's the plan. We're not going to have nearly enough wooden planks to finish it with this amount, but it will be a start, and that's what matters. So I'm going to get on with that, and I guess I'll show you the first few layers, and then I will cut. And also, I have plenty of apples, and I imagine those are going to be a fairly reliable food source until this swamp is pretty much completely cleared. It's kind of a win-win to get rid of the trees, because I get plenty of apples from them as well. So there's one layer done. Let's head back over here and do the next layer. Now you might be saying, Ice is absolutely crazy, isn't he? He is making his first base this big. Well, I'm planning to keep this as my base for, well, as long as I do this Let's Play. It's going to be the beginning and the end, I guess you could say. And there's that. Did I get the block in there? Yep. And yeah, that's about as much as you probably want to see of this. So, yeah, I guess I'll see you once this is pretty much done. Alright, here we are. This is the 4-block high walls for the first area. Now let's see how that looks. I think it has a lot of substance to it. Of course, we're going to add in glass panes for windows eventually. Plenty of windows. And just a very nice, spacious look. The next step is the floor. So guess what that means? More filling in of wood. Yeah. Of course, first of all, we have to do some digging. But yeah, this base, I'm excited about it. I'm genuinely excited about it. It is going to be amazing. We're going to have a potion room, I think. We're going to have several farms for different things. And ignore the background noise if you can hear it. Somebody appears to be never mind. In any case, yeah, we're going to have a lot of stuff here. Potions, all kinds of other things. Alright, so here's the first part of the wooden floor. I like it. I think it looks very nice. Now, the next layer is going to be sandstone, which I have a small amount of. We're going to start putting that in. We better sleep before the mobs come out, though, because I am playing not on peaceful. And we don't want to get some uninvited What the heck? Did the bed just evict us from our own house? That was impressive. So the next layer we want is sandstone. And it's going to look similar to the last layer, but yet different because, well, it's sandstone. And like I said, this is probably not going to look the best. I'm inexperienced at making things look nice, and that's that. That's the final truth of it. Let's stick a crafting table over where our bed is, just for easy access. And make ourselves... And again, I'm so sorry for all the annoying toy background noise. Just... oh well. We will have to live with it. Here's our shovel. New shovel. We already ran out of durability on the old one. This is going to come out here. This is going to be dug up. And now we want to copy this on the other side. This is always the hard part. And I think what we want to do is we want to go like this, 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 just like that. And there we go. That should be what it wants to look like. So now let's stick in our sandstone, at least for parts of it, and see how it looks. At least on this side. We should have enough for this side. or part of it. And 16 seems like a big number when you... Oh, I like that. If we put a dark block on the next layer, maybe make the sandstone layer a bit fatter, then it will look really, really good. Goes really well. Alright, I'm going to collect some more sandstone, and then... Well, we'll be in business, won't we? Sandstone, we have over a stack of it, which... Knowing my ambitions probably isn't enough, but whatever. It's actually very easy to mine sandstone because you don't always have to craft it out of the sand you get. You can actually mine it with a pickaxe underneath where the places where sand actually is. What did I just say? And yeah, this is going to make up a good portion of our flooring though, so it's probably not going to be enough. We have... I'm not doing math right now. Alright, so there's one side. Now let's get this all across here and do the other side. Like this. And let's check it out. I like it. I like it a lot. We definitely need to make the layer fatter though. Like to keep up with this one. So first of all, we want to do here. We want to make 2. If possible, we even want to make the sandstone layer fatter than the wooden layer, which might take up too much sandstone for now, but I don't know. We'll see. So there's that. That's good. And then we don't want any one wide. That just looks terrible. We're gonna dig out like this, I think, and put sandstone into there. And there we go. That looks a little bit better. Then I think what we can do is we can stick wood in these corners, and yup, I like it. I really like it. Look at that fanciness. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. I'm going to see how much episode time we have left, and then we might start something a little bit different. How do you guys like this? I personally love it. It's so cool. We're going to have a much darker block, maybe a dark wool as our next layer. But I think you've seen enough of me putting floors onto... and lagging. Why the lag now? Alright. You've seen enough of me putting floors onto this place. We're going to do a little bit of exploring. Because I don't know much about this world. We're just going to take a look around this swamp. If we find a witch hut, that would be nice. Let's have a look around. Because we're not going to get lost. This place is too big. Let's see. And we probably don't want to sprint so much. I still think I'm in peaceful. Which I'm not. See? I'm not. I'm not. And there's a desert. That's good. We really needed a desert for our sandstone collection. That will be a lot easier and a lot nicer looking. Not for the desert, but for our swamp. I don't think we have any witch huts around here, though. But is this a ravine? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Not a very nice ravine, but a ravine all the same. Well, we have a ravine. It's a horrible one, but we have a ravine. I just said ravine a lot of times. Let's see, what else? What else? And we have a nice lake, I guess. And nothing really more than that. Nothing too special. Some chickens for food. These are one-hit kills. Wow. Nice. Well, we didn't find really what we were looking for, but hey, we found a ravine. And a desert, which is more important anyway. So yeah, that's good enough for me. We don't really need potions that quickly anyway. From the witch hut, I mean. Let's head back, because we're about to have some issues with mobs, I think. And I said I would keep things well lit. I'm already breaking promises. Brilliant! I like it. Okay, well that was an interesting exploration trip. About 30 seconds of it, but oh well. We're gonna sleep before the mobs come. Sleep before the mobs come. And there we go. Oop, creeper spawns in here. That's not good. We do not want a creeper blowing up this stuff. Alright. Creepers seem to be a bit more eager to explode recently, so I'm going to be a bit more careful. I'm going to lure you out to here. I don't care if you blow up back here. You're not gonna blow up, though, if it's on my watch. Nope, 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 don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Oh, dang it, 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 dang it. That's typical. That's really typical. Alright, well, luckily it's not too much of a problem. Alright, let's sleep. Quick. Quickly here. Any slimes? Nope. Alright, well that was fun. Sleep here real quick. We're gonna get ejected from our house again, I'm sure. Yeah, it's so funny. Alright. Well, I think we're about done. Let's see. Well, isn't that interesting? We still have 5 minutes. Well, we're not gonna spend 5 minutes admiring this floor. Although, we're gonna see how black wool works with these blocks. Hello, sheep. Yes, you. Let's get your black wool and see how it looks next to the sandstone. I mean, obviously it's gonna clash, but yeah, see, I kind of like that. If that was the next layer of our floor, of course it's not gonna be an easy block to get, but still, it's a possibility. It is a possibility, and I'm going to consider it. And there we go. I don't have much else to do for this episode. Let's just get out a block of dirt here real quick. So yeah, I think we're about done for today. Again, I'm sorry for the 15-minute episodes. It's very hard to put this much content into building. Once we get ourselves situated in this first of 12 wings, then I think we'll be able to start doing some mining, some redstoning, and more Ice and MC-like stuff. But until then, I hope you still enjoy these shorter building episodes. If you did, please leave a like and maybe even subscribe if that's your thing. Again, for this Let's Play is great. And yeah, and as always, of course, well, bye now.